Okay, so today I thought I'd do something slightly different and I'd make millionaire shortbread. For this, you need 250 grams of plain flour, 75 grams of caster sugar, 175 grams of unsalted butter, room temperature. You also need a baking tray if you have one, or improvise, but put some grease-proof paper on the bottom so it doesn't stick. I've got a scraper and I haven't got a little rolling pin, so I've improvised today. So, first things first, flour in the bowl, add the sugar, add your butter, and what you want to do on slow speed, just bring it to a dough. Okay, once we got to the stage of the dough, take the beater off. So it takes about 3 or 4 minutes maybe to get to this sort of stage for your shortbread. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put it in our tray, press it down with the heel of your hand as much as you can so it spreads out all the way to the edges. And then we'll use my makeshift rolling pin, which I cut out of an old cling film tube, because all my tools are at work and I had to improvise. Okay, so we're going to get there now. So there we go. There we go. Into the corners. Now, a little rolling pin. I'll try and make it as even as possible. Don't worry too much about it, because it will find its own way eventually. Famous last words. Into the corner. Into the corner. Let's pat it down a little bit. And at this stage, before you started making this dough, make sure your oven is set for 160 degrees fan. Okay, that should be fine. And at this stage now, you prick it with a fork. And this now will go into the oven about 20 minutes until it's firm or lightly browned. Okay, once the shortbread has been baked, in the oven for about 20-25 minutes, as I said, lightly brown colour. Leave it to cool between half hour, 45 minutes, and then we'll start making the caramel. For the caramel, we need 100 grams of unsalted butter, 100 grams of light muscovado sugar, and then 2 cans times 394 grams of coronation milk. 1, 2, now what we're going to do, we're going to take it over to the stove. We're going to put it on a light heat, start stirring until the sugar dissolves. Once the sugar's dissolved, turn it up, keep stirring, turn it up high until it starts boiling. Once it's boiled, you need to turn it down slightly so it's just simmering, and then keep stirring it between 5 and 10 minutes until it thickens. Okay, once you've done your caramel and your shortbread has slightly cooled down a bit, I like to have a twist on this. Got some plain chocolate nibs, just a scatter. Don't need to do this at all, it's not essential. Then pour the caramel over. Be very, very careful, because that will burn. You don't want any accidents now. Okay. Back of the spoon, just level it out. Now we will leave that to set. Okay, we're getting on to the last stage of the millionaire shortbread. So what I've got a saucepan, a little drop of water. You don't want the base touching it. I've got 200 grams of rich chocolate, 70% cocoa if you can get it. Do not use milk chocolate. And so what we'll do, we'll stir that until it dissolves, melts even. And at the stage when it's melted, you can, because I like it, you can put orange zest in. Not essential, but orange and chocolate is a marriage made in heaven. Entirely up to you. Okay, so now your chocolate has melted. It's nice and shiny. As I've said before, you don't have to do this, but I like orange. So the zest of one orange is going in. Just stir that in. And now we take it over to our shortbread. And we'll pour this on the shortbread. As much as I can get out of this. A little bit messy, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter. I might have to get my scraper to do this bit rather than the back of the spoon. Get every last bit of chocolate out. Turn it round. In the edges. Just rub my fingers around, clean it up a little bit. And if you want to, at the end, just to make it extra special, just to through these bad boys. There we go. There we have my interpretation of millionaire shortbread with an extra few nibs on the top and some more orange. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.